So, yeah, it's been about 5 days since I've recorded anything. I thought I'd go ahead and record a couple parcels. I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple parcels. I do want to say that apparently they did fix the matchmaking issues on the minigames, and that's why I had been holding on to so many Atlas bucks and not spinning wheels or just doing entire videos dedicated to spinning wheels. I mean, there was that one when I podiumed, but I mean, I could have gotten like another couple during this time, and I did not. I waited until I learned for sure about the minigame changes, but they said that it's going to be fixed from the fishing minigame starting Saturday night. So, for those of you that are wondering, I'll announce it here. Saturday night, it is 7 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. Eastern. I think it's 6 p.m. to midnight Central Time is what they said. So that's for those of you who are into mini games. Again, I know it has nothing to do with the beer money engine itself. We are actually going to be talking about secured credit cards today, but first we're going to do two spins, all right? So let's spin number one. And the first spin is... It is a common, all right? Second spin is going to be another common. So we're going to go ahead, add these two commons on. If you remember, I have gone over 40 parcels. I forgot to get a badge. I fixed that yesterday. So we're going to go to the Atlas Earth calculator. We're going to take out, I was going to originally just do one spin, but I'm making that two spins now, and I'm going to add two more commons. And that puts me at 18.6 cents for 49 parcels. We're a third of the way to max 30x. We've gotten the badges as well. That's our first badge. Again, the strategy is we're not to get any more badges until we hit 150 parcels. Then we will start getting badges and going for badges. But in the meantime, you see here, next action to take is buy parcels. All right, and by the way, if you're wondering why we're using the simulator on the calculator, check out the video on the top right here, and it'll tell you more information as to why I'm doing it this way, rather than starting a new account and risking my account doing it. Another thing I want to do for the channel eventually is finding really good deals, especially when it comes to food. I'm very big on like dining when I'm able to. But I don't do that so much anymore because my wife cooks a lot. She loves to cook. And so we haven't been dining out as much as I usually would. Like when I was single, I would used to dine out like almost every meal. But these days I don't. We only dine out when we get really good deals. And I've talked about really good deals over at Sam's Club, and I've talked about like they have deals on hot dogs and pizzas that is really good, and I'm actually surprised they haven't raised the price. That goes ditto for Costco, by the way. But every once in a while, I'll find a deal that is really, really good. And this one brought to me by a Beer Money Network member, Alethea, and she finds me a lot of these really good deals. She was the one that told me about the $10 8-piece bucket for KFC. And this one that's coming in on Monday, the Applebee's Date Night Pass, you can actually get $30 a week. Well, $30 for 52 visits, I should say. So basically once a week for the year. And you get $30 of free Applebee's non-alcoholic beverages and food. So I think that's enough for like a 2 for 25. And you get it for $200. So that is like less than $4 a meal. And this is going to start Monday at noon Eastern. So if you're interested in getting it, I strongly suggest you go and get one because this is really good. This is a really good deal. The only thing I will say is I did check the menu at my local Applebee's. So prices kind of differ depending on the place. But at least for us, $30 would basically only get us the 2 for 25, 2 drinks, and then like $1 upgrade for either one of us. So be sure to check with your local Applebee's and make sure that, before you get this, that you're able to take full advantage of this. But even then, like, even if you had tipping, even if you had other stuff, that's like an additional $4 to $6, depending on what you want to eat that meal, what you want to do for upgrades. I say $4 because I assume that you're going to tip at least $4 for $30, and $4.50 maybe. That's 15%. That's like dining in almost every week. So, but yeah, it's for two people, $30 a week. I'm not quite sure. Is this for? Okay, it says $30, and it also says that it is for two people, but it didn't say anything about requiring two people. Is there? No, I didn't see anything here that says that it requires two people. So you could even get it by yourself. Don't quote me on that one, though. So yeah, if you want to see more deals like this on this channel, let me know, and I will add it on to the channel whenever I find a really good deal. Alrighty, so for today, we are nearing the $100 mark in the portfolio that would allow us to take our first step into other realms of finance. And I'm going to attempt to get rid of the first nerf that I have put on this portfolio, which was that we start with no credit. So that means, we're going to have to get a secured credit card. I mean, I could use the $100 on an online brokerage as well and blow it all on Amazon stock, but I feel like a credit score is a bit more vital for most of us right now. So that means we're taking a look at getting a secured credit card to start building up credit. So before we get to that, I want to talk about what a secured credit card is. So for those of us with no or bad credit, a lot of the credit cards you see out there with low APRs or great rewards or travel rewards or even just standard credit cards you're not able to get. So what do? Well, that's where secured credit cards come in. You provide the credit limit instead of the bank by giving a security deposit. Then they provide you with a card and you can use it like a normal credit card. You typically only need it for around 6 months to a year before your credit score would go up enough that they convert you to a regular credit card. I remember getting a secured credit card the day I turned 18. I was a junior at UNLV at the time, and I was told about this in order to improve my credit score immediately. There were student cards at the time as well, but my parents insisted at that time that I use the bank's secured credit card to build up my credit score. So that is exactly what I'm going to do here, basically. And all I did was the minimal amount of research that someone would do, Google up a list of secured credit cards, and here we are. It was the second one down. Credit Karma has for me a list of the best secured credit cards. Now, the current portfolio at the moment has me at around $90, with Benjamin and Bridge on the verge of letting me cash out again for another $30, so that means I can be eligible to make a deposit up to $120 within the next week or so. Well, we have several cards here, and I'm going to go through each of them one by one and see which ones that I like. And before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by annual fee high to low, and I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to skip all of the ones with an annual fee. So the reason why is because, again, we don't have too much money with the portfolio. We're only making maybe $100 a month tops unless we're striking it rich like Benjamin. And even then, striking it rich means like $150, $200 a month. So we don't have time for any of these annual fees of sorts. So we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different credit cards available. Now, the first one is the Discover It secured credit card. Has a $200 minimum deposit. The APR, again, we're going to try to pay off everything, so the APR should not matter when looking for a secured credit card. You only want to spend on your credit card as much as you can pay off in full within 3 weeks. That's basically what these secured credit cards are supposed to be. Annual fee, $0, and a rewards rate of 1 to 2% cash back, and they have really good deals. Automatic review starting at 7 months to see if we can transition you to an unsecured line of credit and return your deposit. So 7 months, that's not bad at all. 2% cash back at gas stations and restaurants, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. Might be interesting to use for gas. The only problem is Discover, and not everywhere will take Discover. So you have to be a little careful on, if it's your favorite place that only takes Visa or MasterCard, they're not going to take Discover. So look and research first to make sure that the places that you plan to use this on do in fact use Discover. Other than that, it's a great credit card, honestly. I really like that, except for the minimum deposit being $200. It might take a little while. The next one is the Open Sky Plus Secured Visa credit card. This one's great for no credit check, no annual fee, no credit check to apply, $300 minimum deposit. That minimum deposit's a little high. We might have to pass on this one for now just because of how high it is, and it would take a few months to get there. And plus, there's, even though there's no annual fee, there's no rewards either. I don't see the benefits of this other than you don't need a credit check whatsoever. Again, this is for those who just don't want to deal with the hassle and want to just try to build credit and don't even want your credit to be checked. But, $300 is a little steep. I'm probably going to pass. I would pass on this one too. Discover It's definitely better for that one. Let's move on. We have the Ascent Platinum MasterCard Secured Credit Card. $200 minimum deposit, no annual fee, no rewards. A good chance of approval when you start with no credit. The only thing I would say is look at the ratings on these things, and there's 20 reviews. I'm actually curious about this one. I should probably do a little bit of research on YouTube. So if you guys give me a little bit, I'll be right back. I'm going to check this out, see the reviews for it, and get back to you. Hang on. Wow. Yeah. And look, it's not like all of these credit cards have low ratings. It's just seems to be this one and the Open Sky one. If I can go back and show you, like the Open Sky one seemed to have very low reviews as well, with a 2.5, well, 3 reviews, but still with 20 reviews and 1.5 star as an average. I'm thinking about passing on this one, honestly. So that leaves me with the Discover It and these two. The Capital One Platinum Secured Credit Card and the Capital One Quicksilver Secured Cash Rewards Credit Card. They seem pretty similar. The only difference is the Quicksilver gives you a rewards rate of 1.5 to 5% depending on the category. And the deposit is a non-negotiable $200, whereas the Platinum Secured Credit Card, you can have a lower security deposit of as low as $49. This is pretty tempting, honestly. And again, this lower security deposit might work great for us because then we can jump right to spending more on an online brokerage and starting to build up our stocks, basically, or I should say the ETFs, because I want to get right into building a portfolio as fast as I can. So again, building the credit, I'm thinking I might be leaning towards the $49 deposit for the Capital One Platinum Secured Credit Card, and then see sometime at the beginning of 2025 getting to something like the Quicksilver or maybe even a better credit card. We'll see just how long by that time 1 year worth of good credit would get us if it would allow us to qualify for a better unsecured credit card than just this Platinum one. I'm probably going to leave this, though. I want to make this a little bit more interactive, so I'm going to put this on the community tab and see if you all either agree with me or you think you find a better way. Tell me in the comments section. We're going to go to the community tab as well. I'm going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take out the Ascent. I'm going to leave these 4 as options. I will also leave a 5th option called Other. Please let me know on the comment section, though, if you choose Other, what you think the better option would be, even if it's no secured credit card. All right, so yeah, that's it for this one. Let's head to the portfolio. And here is where we currently stand. The only difference here, the only deposit we've made this week was bridge money. And it stands to make sense because we did a lot of cashing out on Monday. So, I mean, it's going to be a couple weeks before we get another set of cash outs everywhere. The only cash out I got was bridge money because of their low cash out. I managed to get $4.47. So we're at $94.47. However, I'm assuming that sometime tomorrow, maybe like beginning of next week, Benjamin will cash out $25 more for me, and I'll be up to about 120 then. I'll leave an update when that happens. In the meantime, my car has broken down at the time of this recording, so we're going to go get that fixed. So, like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and comment. Seriously, I would love to know if you want me to add like a segment every once in a while where I show off a really good deal of something, or even if you want to see a segment of just a bunch of good deals, maybe once a month. Let me know. I'm not going to be the deal guy, but I am going to show really good deals because saving money will help you build up that beer money engine, will help you build up on your own personal finance. And yeah, this is eventually going to be a personal finance channel. I mean, this is basically what it is. Why do you think, we're building up and making money from these beer money apps? We're trying to save money for our future. So let me know if you like those good deals. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Beer Money Engine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.